The air we breathe, the most basic element of life, has become a source of increasing concern. A recent report by IQAir, a Swiss air quality technology company, paints a stark picture of the global air pollution crisis. The report, based on data from over 30,000 monitoring stations across 134 countries and regions, reveals a sobering truth. Only a handful of nations currently meet the World Health Organization's air quality guidelines. This alarming finding underscores the urgent need for a global commitment to addressing this silent killer. The IQAir report lays bare the extent of the global air pollution crisis. This comprehensive document, compiled by leading experts, provides a sobering look at the air quality across the globe. It reveals that a staggering 124 out of the 134 countries and regions studied exceed the WHO's recommended limit for PM2.5. This means that nearly 93% of the areas analyzed are grappling with air quality issues that pose significant health risks to their populations. PM2.5, or fine particulate matter, represents a particularly dangerous form of air pollution. These particles are so small that they can easily bypass the body's natural defenses, making them especially harmful. These microscopic particles can penetrate deep into our lungs and even our bloodstream, leading to a range of serious health problems. Long-term exposure to PM2.5 has been linked to respiratory diseases, cardiovascular issues, and even premature death. Vulnerable groups such as children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing health conditions are particularly at risk. The fact that such a large proportion of the world's population is exposed to unsafe levels of PM2.5 is deeply troubling. It underscores the urgent need for global action to address this public health crisis. The air we breathe is fundamental to our well-being, and yet millions of people are forced to live in environments where the air quality is far below acceptable standards. It's a clear indication that we are failing to protect our planet and its people from the harmful effects of air pollution. Governments, industries, and individuals all have a role to play in combating this issue. From implementing stricter emissions regulations to promoting green energy solutions and raising public awareness, there are numerous steps that can be taken to improve air quality. The time to act is now, for the sake of our health and the health of future generations. Amidst this bleak landscape, where the air is thick with pollutants and the horizon is often obscured by smog, there are a few glimmers of hope. These glimmers are not just fleeting moments, but are entire regions that have managed to carve out a sanctuary of clean air. The IQAir report, a comprehensive analysis of global air quality, identifies 7 countries that have managed to achieve and maintain safe air quality levels. This is no small feat in a world where industrialization and urbanization often come at the cost of our environment. These countries, Australia, Estonia, Finland, Grenada, Iceland, Mauritius, and New Zealand, all meet the World Health Organization's stringent guideline of 5 micrograms per cubic meter of air, UGM3, or less for PM2.5. This particulate matter, PM2.5, is one of the most harmful pollutants, capable of penetrating deep into the lungs and even entering the bloodstream. In addition to these 7, territories like Puerto Rico, Bermuda, and French Polynesia also boast air quality within the safe range. These regions, often characterized by their stunning natural beauty, have managed to preserve their air quality despite various challenges. These havens of clean air offer a beacon of hope, not just for their residents, but for the entire world. They show that with the right policies, commitment, and community effort, it is possible to combat air pollution effectively. They demonstrate that it is indeed possible to achieve and maintain healthy air quality. These regions have implemented stringent air quality standards, invested in renewable energy, and promoted sustainable practices that benefit both the environment and public health. They serve as examples for the rest of the world to follow. By studying their methods and policies, other countries can learn valuable lessons in the fight against air pollution. These clean air havens remind us that a healthier, cleaner future is within our reach if we are willing to make the necessary changes and commitments. Access to clean air is not a luxury, it is a fundamental human right. Yet, as the IQAir report makes painfully clear, this right is being denied to millions around the globe. Frank Hams, the CEO of IQAir, emphasizes this point, stating that everyone deserves to breathe clean air. He goes on to highlight the injustice of the situation, pointing out that clean air should be a fundamental human right, not a privilege. Hammers's words are a stark reminder that we must do more to ensure that everyone, regardless of where they live, has access to clean and healthy air. Section 5. Data scarcity, a barrier to action. The lack of air quality data in many parts of the world poses a significant challenge to tackling the global air pollution crisis. Without accurate and comprehensive data, policymakers and health authorities are effectively fighting blind. They lack the information they need to understand the full extent of the problem, identify pollution hotspots, and develop effective mitigation strategies. This data scarcity is particularly acute in low and middle-income countries, where air pollution is often most severe. This lack of information makes it even more difficult to address the problem in these regions, perpetuating a vicious cycle of pollution and ill health. Section 6. A silent killer on a global scale. Air pollution is a silent killer. It doesn't discriminate, affecting people of all ages, backgrounds, and walks of life. The World Health Organization estimates that air pollution contributes to approximately 7 million premature deaths each year. That's more than the combined death toll of HIV, AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria. Aidan Farrow, a senior air quality scientist at Greenpeace International, labels air pollution a global health catastrophe. He stresses that air pollution is poisoning millions of people and driving a global health emergency. His words are a stark reminder of the human cost of our inaction on air pollution. Section 7. Solutions within reach. While the picture painted by the IQAir report is undeniably bleak, it is not without hope. The report underscores the severity of air pollution, showing us the stark reality of our current environmental crisis. However, it also serves as a call to action, reminding us that we have the tools and knowledge to make a significant difference. The report also highlights the fact that effective solutions for combating air pollution are readily available. These solutions are not just theoretical, they have been tested and proven in various parts of the world. From small community projects to large-scale national initiatives, the evidence is clear. We can turn the tide. These include transitioning to cleaner energy sources, such as solar and wind power. Renewable energy is not only sustainable, but also increasingly cost-effective. By investing in solar panels and wind turbines, we can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and cut down on harmful emissions. Promoting sustainable transportation systems, such as public transport, cycling, and walking, is another crucial step. Cities around the world are already seeing the benefits of reduced traffic congestion and lower pollution levels by encouraging these eco-friendly modes of transport. Implementing stricter industrial emission standards is essential. Industries are major contributors to air pollution, but with modern technology and stricter regulations, we can significantly reduce their impact. Cleaner production processes and better emission controls can make a huge difference. Raising public awareness about air quality issues is also vital. Education and community engagement can drive change from the ground up. When people understand the impact of air pollution on their health and the environment, they are more likely to support and participate in clean air initiatives. These solutions have been proven to work in various contexts. From urban centers to rural areas, the success stories are numerous. Cities that once struggled with smog and poor air quality are now enjoying cleaner, healthier environments thanks to these initiatives. They offer a roadmap for a cleaner, healthier future. Imagine a world where children can play outside without the risk of respiratory issues, where families can enjoy outdoor activities in lush, green spaces, and where the air we breathe is free from harmful pollutants. What we need now is the political will and public support to implement them on a global scale. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play. By working together, we can create a sustainable future for generations to come. The solutions are within reach. It's up to us to seize them and make a lasting impact. Section 8. The urgency of now. The time for action is now. We can no longer afford to ignore the air pollution crisis. The health of our planet and its people hangs in the balance. We must act decisively and collectively to reduce emissions, improve air quality, and protect the right to breathe clean air for current and future generations. Delaying action will only worsen the problem. The longer we wait, the more severe the consequences will be. We must act now before it's too late. Section 9. a shared responsibility. Addressing the global air pollution crisis is not the sole responsibility of governments or international organizations. It is a shared responsibility that requires the participation of everyone. Individuals, businesses, communities, and nations all have a role to play in reducing emissions, improving air quality, and creating a healthier planet. We can all make a difference by making sustainable choices in our daily lives, advocating for cleaner air policies, and supporting organizations working to combat air pollution. Together, we can create a world where everyone can breathe freely.